brand new today from Franco Sarto. Amazing, gorgeous showroom in the city. And look at how cool these are. You know, we don't see a lot of sneakers from the brand.
No, we don't. This is so you.
This is me.
Should be called the Courtney.
And it's suede. You see real gorgeous suede on here. Beautiful sneakers for $79. And how quickly were you able to just pop those on?
Because
look how fun with your dress.
Isn't this cool?
I wouldn't have known if like all those colors would have looked, you know, good with the dress, but
adorable.
It looks fabulous.
And this is so you. Like when I think of you, I think of like sophisticated and elegant and beautiful neutrals.
Thank you.
And this shoe is completely Courtney.
They're so pretty, and I love that the laces are just faux, like goring.
Yeah.
So you just really kind of slip them on your foot. Look at all these gorgeous, fun colors. They feel fantastic too. So if you're worried sometimes with fashion sneakers, are they gonna feel good? These have cushioning all the way around, and we're gonna learn more about that technology in a moment, but we just got one order of the year, brand new today. Let's start with colors here. This is the Shell Pink Multi. So you're gonna get pinks and almost like that raspberry color and some purple. So Shell Pink Multi, we have 300 for the year. Next to it, we're calling this White Multi. Is that what you have on, Jane? Yep. That is what Jane is wearing. If you like that little pop of lime, it's so pretty. I am in the beige multi. If you are looking for more of a neutral,
and you know what I love that you have that gray. So now you're pulling in all your neutral tones.
Yes. So
like if you're traveling,
they're
right?
all covered. And then finally, we're calling this the light blue multi. We have fewer than 300 to go around there. Nicolette Britsky is here. Hi, Nicolette.
Hi, ladies.
So cute with your skirt and your top.
Yes, I'm loving this look. Both of you look fantastic, like always.
Thank you. It gives me sort of that European fancy fashion sneaker that we now know walks on runways. And what I love that Franco Sarto does is Franco Sarto makes those types of trends approachable, comfortable, and more affordable than the 4 digits that we're used to seeing when we see those designers.
I know, she is so stunning, yes. And that's what Franco Sarto was all about. 35 years ago, we launched in America by Franco Sarto. And I always love to hear your story, Jane, that you met Franco Sarto.
He came and sketched.
Which is amazing.
Cool.
And so we have continued to build on
Our
that
producer,
heritage.
Ella, just said he's a real person.
He's a real person, yes.
Yes, and he only does shoes. I always thought that was so cool. He never did anything else. He really was like a shoemaker and loved fashion at heart.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and that's what this brand is all about, bringing you these Italian-inspired shoes, taking our cues from the Italian woman. What is she wearing? How is she looking? And really matching that with the taste of our customer, right? What does our customer want? She wants comfort. She wants to know that she can rely on this shoe and that it's going to work for her style-wise. You get all that in this beautiful lifestyle sneaker.
It's really comfy all the way around too. There's when you look inside, you almost see like a mesh, breathable mesh right in there, and that's padded. So that's the first thing I noticed, because this is the type of sneaker I may not wear with a sock necessarily.
Exactly.
And they feel really good and soft on my foot. I also like some of the fashion sneakers out there can be a little more on the bulky side when they're full coverage.
Yes.
These are not bulky, but they're giving you full coverage.
And I'm obsessed with the outsole. Like, I always feel like what you do at Franco Sarto is you give us these little edges that you wouldn't see before, and it's kind of like a nod to that driver mock, but in a cool way. It almost looks like a seashell to me on the back.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that.
It's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
It's like almost engraved in the heel, right? I mean, where do you see a sole like that on a sneaker? You know, not only is it giving you that traction and that durability on the back of the shoe, but it is such a cool looking sole. And it's almost like 3 tones. I know that you mentioned that earlier.
Jackie, which one do you want?
I like that one.
She likes that one. If anybody
one is
wants
cute.
to shop for Jackie. The woman who owns how many?
62.
62 sneakers.
Maybe 63.
Maybe 60.
Wow. And the pastels are popping in sneaker fashion right now, FYI.
This is the Shell Pink Multi, so that's the one that Jackie loves. We have the White Multi. That is what Jane has on. It looks so pretty with her dress. I am in the beige multi. If you're looking for all the neutrals, as Jane pointed out, even gray is in there.
Press it says Courtney. Courtney is so Courtney.
And then Jackie actually has on the light blue multi because it goes perfectly with her outfit.
You know, last night we had, and Friday we had Carla Rockmore here, who I think is just such an amazing stylist and designer. And she has this really cool video on her Instagram and TikTok about packing for vacation. And she's like, you need that comfortable shoe, but she's so fashionable. So if you got we had the coolest like two-piece French terry set last night that was like so Carla. If this is the shoe that I would put with all of her clothes, because this is the shoe that has that same style aesthetic, right?
100%. I mean, now we are in a world where sneakers are again in like big showrooms on the biggest designers going down the biggest runways during Fashion Week, and this is that shoe. Except for, I think what Franco Sarto does is make sure our feet feel good at the end of the day.
Well, you know, we know that's what you want. I mean, I know I want that, right? You're a new mom. You're like on your feet more than you've ever been. And even if you're not, right? You want to feel comfortable, but you don't want to compromise your style. And, you know, that is always top of mind for us at Franco Sarto.
I love it. These are the sneakers that get you compliments too for $79. Nicolette, thank you so much.
Thanks for darling.
Thank you. Thank you. Camille's going to have a fantastic shoe collection.
She already does. She already does.
She already does. If you miss anything, you can shop our whole show. Oh gosh, you got 2 minutes on the one-time only.
Oh my goodness, shop fast.
For aerosols.
I got to go get my Vince Camutos. And I mean, this is literally a give my paycheck
some
back
beautiful shoes. We're going to actually take another look in Court's closet